Today, the number 5 ranked team in the state of Massachusetts in girls field hockey will take the field at Beaver Street as the Franklin High Panthers host the Black Knights of Stoughton High School. Hi neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce, working alongside Scott Tooker and Chris Leverone. Franklin with an overall mark of 10-0-1. The only undefeated team in the local area takes on Stoughton, the Stoughton Black Knights. They started the season very tough, losing their first 8 games, but in their last 4, they're 2-1-1. So a little bit of hope for the Stoughton Black Knights. The starting lineups for Stoughton, the visitors: Nicole Reed, a senior forward; Morgan Grappi, a senior forward; Kaylee Clark, a senior back; Alyssa Antonino, a senior midfielder; Lauren Price, a junior forward; Grace Weisenberger, a junior goalkeeper; Pamela Pereira, a junior back; Natalie Smith, a junior forward; Megan McGowan, a sophomore midfielder; Julia Monahan, a sophomore midfielder; and Taylor Morales, a sophomore midfielder. For the Franklin High Panthers, Maddie O'Brien, a junior defenseman; Ellie Griffin, a junior defense; Lindsay Dennett, a senior defense. We'll get more on the starting lineup as we pick up the action. So glad you're with us. We're live on Franklin TV and streaming worldwide on YouTube. Panthers in the home white with navy blue trim, navy numerals, and pink stockings for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Played in front is Sophia Cuneo. She's going to get it up for Haley Wernig. Wernig charging inside, just too far in front. Intended there for Emily Carney, picked up by Maeve Ralston. Panthers, their first offensive sequence. It's carried in and a foul called, and let's see, they're going to call a violation. The ball came up on Emily Carney. The other starters for the field hockey team of Franklin: Chloe Essam, she's a senior forward. I mentioned Lindsay Dennett, a senior defender; Sophia Cuneo, a senior midfielder; Emily Carney, a junior midfielder; Ava Lucenta, a sophomore defender; Raina Crandall, a junior forward; Haley Wernig, a junior forward; Maeve Ralston, a sophomore midfield defender. And I think we just had a goal. Okay, so Franklin is on the board, 1-0. And we'll pick up that goal score for you in a moment. Franklin leads it 1-0. Is that 15? 13. That's Raina Crandall. Crandall gets things started for the Panthers. Raina Crandall. 1-0. Franklin, a violation here. Now, we must tell you the scoreboard on the field is not in service here today. At least not right now. I'm sure they're working on it. It's going to be a penalty corner against Stoughton. This is the first one of the game. Sophia Cuneo will insert it for the Panthers. Out at the top is Raina Crandall, Emily Carney, and Maeve Ralston. And here we go. It comes out deep for Emily Carney. She whacks it through. It's low. Rebound to the Panthers. Shot in front. Wide open there for the backhander. Just eludes. Ralston now tipped in and tipped home. I believe that's going to be a goal there for the Panthers. I believe it's Haley Wernig. 2-0. It's Haley Wernig with the second goal. Wow, what a start. Again, no scoreboard in operation, so we can only guess the time. Steal by Wernig, 2-0 Panthers. Franklin well favored in this one. A foul as Raina Crandall tries to take it in. They'll start from outside the 25. This is Cuneo. Sophia past the end line is going to come out to the 16 for the Stoughton Black Knights. They're coached by Caitlin Jamio. She's in her second year. She was 10+ years at Stoughton as JV coach. Of course, Franklin coached by Michelle Hess, her second stint at the helm of the Panthers. What an exciting team she has, undefeated on the season. This is Cuneo to Wernig, a centering pass right in front. Going forward is Raina Crandall, the backhander, and the score again. Beautiful. Raina Crandall with 2 goals here in the first few minutes of this one. Franklin, with their record, 10-0-1. Look sharp. The biggest win was a couple of days ago against Concord Carlisle. And at the time, Franklin was ranked 9 in the state, but after the win at Concord Carlisle, 4-2 was the final, Franklin has moved all the way up to number 5 in the state. Coach Michelle Hess told me before the game she's very pleased with that jump in the standings for her team. This is Emily Carney. In front of us to Sophia Cuneo. She'll chase it down. Panthers now going to their set offense. Dennett. Ella Griffin, everybody getting a touch. Griffin off a Stoughton player, foul called. Griffin will restart it. Too strong, intended on the far side there. For Maeve Ralston, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Stoughton with the ball. They've yet to take the ball beyond midfield. Steele. Raina Crandall looking for the hat trick here in the first 4 minutes of this game. Dennett for Cuneo, a nice lead pass for Sophia. That was a beautiful pass. Here comes Sophia, centering it up for Wernick. Tops through, the battle for it, and Stoughton collects it. Cuneo wins it back for the Panthers. Deep corner for Wernick. Her centering ball is a beauty, but it goes to Ralston in the circle and is hit away by a defender. For Stoughton, Cuneo comes in and blocks the play. And here it goes a little bit too strong, but saving it was Maddie O'Brien, who gets the start here today. Wernick, the centering pass. Emily Carney, air dribbles. Now stops and she loses it, taken back by the Black Knights. Griffin tries to take it down and gets to it and wins it for the Panthers. Ella Griffin, very good player for Franklin. 3-0 Panthers. Again, the scoreboard not operating here at Beaver Street today. A free hit for Stoughton. And a foul called against Stoughton. Play on. Raina Crandall. Her shot is blocked. Emily Carney. Carney, backhander, is blocked. And it's going to be a foul call. This is going to be the second penalty corner in the game against Stoughton. Franklin yet to commit one. And Sophia Cuneo. Now on the penalty corners, the ball has to come out outside the circle. And then the first shot, or any shot, well, the first one has to hit the 12-inch bar or lower on the drive. A deflected shot can hit any part of the cage, but the first shot has to hit the bar. Backhander by Carney, and she's fouled on the play. Yet another penalty corner coming up. 3-0 Panthers. You can only estimate the time, probably around 6 minutes to go in the first period. Cuneo for the insert. The officials for today, Brian Ferris and Ken Tochi. Cuneo will go outside the circle. Ralston now in, it comes to Dennett. To Maddie O'Brien, her low ball is tapped in and saved and kicked out. Nice play by Stoughton there. They're going to call yet. They're going to call it to the 16-yard line, I believe. Let me see. They're going to call a penalty corner. That's number 4. 4 on the Black Knights. Brian Ferris making the call. So another penalty corner, the 4th of the game so far. Here comes Cuneo. Again, she works it on the left side for Ralston. Back to Cuneo on the give and go. In front, the shot and the blast is home by Emily Carney, the third Panther to score, but they have 4 goals. Emily Carney makes it 4-0 Franklin. Beautiful ball work there down low by Franklin. They've been good on the corners.
Here you go, Morgan. Take us out, bud. Here we go.
Little air dribbling for the first time. Stoughton gets the ball over the 50, but not for long. In front, for Haley Wernig. Wernig racing upfield. This is Emily Carney with it now. And the ball is kept in on the far sideline, chased down there by the Panthers. A centering pass inside the circle comes out. Emily Carney covers it for the Panthers. Her backhander is blocked and taken away. Carney will go low, blocked again by Stoughton. In front, the shot, the rebound, and the score. Another score by Franklin. It's 5-0. We'll check that score in just a moment. 5-0 Franklin. And that score came by, let's check her. That was Addie Weiss who got the score. Addie Weiss, a non-starter here today, scores. So Coach Hess gone to her bench, and it pays off with Weiss getting a goal. Franklin back, this is Wernig. Centering ball goes too strong, and it's going to go out to the sideline. It'll be Stoughton with the ball. 5-0 Franklin. Well, they're going to call that off of Stoughton, so it's going to be Franklin putting it in play on the far side. Comes out for Ella Griffin. Lindsay Dennett with it now for the Panthers is Sawyer Whitmore. Whitmore tries to get it in front. Down low, still with it now is Carney. Her backhander is blocked on a nice goal, a nice stop by their goalkeeper, and that would be Grace Weisenberger. Nice stop, 5-0. The Panthers with the lead. Also in the game is Jossie Camp for the Panthers. Ball is going to go past the end line. It'll be Stoughton taking the ball out beyond the 16. And they try to get it going. Blocked there by Camp for Dennett. Tries to go back to Camp, cannot get to Jossie Camp. And Stoughton again crosses midfield. Nicole Reed, but not for long. The Panthers take it back. Out over to Sawyer Whitmore. This is Sawyer. Front for Wernig. It goes through her stick and out of bounds. It'll be a rare turnover for the Panthers, and the Black Knights will put it in play. Black Knights coached by Caitlin Jamio. She's from Providence. Finished her college career at Keene State. Played basketball and field hockey. And this is Lindsay Dennett for the Panthers. Blocked. It's going to be the Panthers with a restart. They'll move it out where the infraction occurred. And Jossie Camp will put it in bounds, put it in play for the Panthers. To Haley Wernig. Goes through two defenders. Wernig with great control inside the circle. Now she loses it, but saved by Carney, Emily. Her backhander dribbles through, in front, the rebound, the shot is just wide on the wraparound shot by the Panthers. That was a good try by Franklin's Ella Marzullo, who's in the game, only a freshman. 5-0 Franklin. First period winding down. This is Camp. Jossie Camp, she's also a freshman. In front for Sawyer Whitmore, a junior. Wernig comes through. Wernig with that great stick handling. Her shot, a pass in front. Camped out there was Ella Marzullo. She couldn't quite connect to Marzullo. But how about the stick work of Haley Wernig? Wernig now a junior. It's hard to believe it. Remembered her debut. What a flashy start she had as a freshman 2 years ago. And she's improved every year from the good start that she already had. Franklin steals it. It's inside. Now a foul called here. against Stoughton. This will be the penalty corner coming up for the Panthers. This is number 5 for Franklin on the offensive side for penalty corners. And this time it'll be Lindsay Dennett to insert it for the Panthers.
Big defense here, girls.
Dennett gets it going. Dropped for Marzullo. The shot comes through to Dennett. Her shot is blocked. Back inside, and that's going to go wide, and out to the 16-yard line will be Stoughton with the ball. Shot just a little bit wide. Franklin with tremendous offensive pressure. Twice, I think, Stoughton has advanced the ball beyond midfield and just a few yards up at that. Franklin has lived in their offensive zone. From the 16, the Black Knights will start it off. Stolen by Emily Carney. Her pass is going to go wide. Will it make the end line? Yes. And so the Black Knights will have it back. Five to nothing, Franklin with the lead. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV. This is the number 5th ranked team in the state, your Franklin High Panthers. 2 minutes to go in the game, in the first quarter. Marzullo in front. Wernig, beautiful block by Weisenberger. The rebound and the shot is home on another goal by Ella Marzullo. Ella Marzullo gets a goal for Marzullo, only a freshman. She makes it 6-0 Franklin, under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. So the goal scorers for the Panthers, Raina Crandall, Haley Wernig, Raina Crandall, Emily Carney, Addie Weiss, and Ella Marzullo. Stoughton gets it through. Their deepest penetration, but not for long. And a foul called here. It's going to go over to the Panthers. Nicole Reed for Stoughton had it up on the right wing. This is Haley Wernig. Ball just eludes her a bit, taken back by Marzullo, and a foul called. It's going to be yet another penalty corner, number 6 in the game against Stoughton. And Lindsay Dennett will have the honor in that far side. Must be about a minute or so left in the first period. 6-0 Franklin. Wernig. She blasts one, and that is a goal. Wernig. Emily Wernig. Haley Wernig, her second goal. So 2 Panthers with 2 goals here in the first period. Wernig and Crandall with 2 each. And it's 7-0 Franklin. Time winding down in the first period. Stoughton with it, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jossie Camp to Wernig. Haley on the fly. Centering pass beautifully. It hops the stick of Marzullo and hits her in the elbow, but a foul called against Stoughton. This is Emily Carney with it. And she's fouled. We're going to have another penalty corner. This should kill the first period. 7th penalty corner against the Stoughton Black Knights. Seven to nothing Franklin. Lindsay Dennett. Gets it out to Emily Carney. It hops her stick, and that's going to be the double whistle, ending the first period of play. Wow, what a first period for Franklin. They go 7 straight goals. They are rolling. See if we can tell you who scored some assists on this. Some of the JV girls helping us on the scoring from this far sideline. So we'll see the assists. So on the first goal by Crandall, that was assisted by Haley Wernig. The second goal by Haley Wernig, assisted by Maeve Ralston. The third goal by Raina Crandall, that was assisted by Haley Wernig. Fourth goal by Emily Carney, and that was assisted by Sophia Cuneo. The next goal was by Franklin's Addie Weiss, and that was assisted by Ella Marzullo. let's see. The next goal was scored by Marzullo, unassisted. And then the last goal by Haley Wernig, assisted by Lindsay Dennett. So there's your scoring summary. What a start for the Panthers. They are rolling here. 7-0. Just looking at the schedule, Franklin with their mark of 10-0-1 started with 5 wins in a row, then a tie here against Bishop Feehan, highly ranked team. Then Franklin reeled off 5 more victories. So that brings them to 10-0-1. So 5 wins, a tie, and 5 wins. That's the record for Franklin. For Stoughton, they started with 8 losses in a row. But we mentioned the last 4 games, they're 2-1-1. A victory home to Brockton, then a loss at Mansfield, then a tie to Milford, then a win against Sharon. So they do have a league win against Sharon, the Sharon Eagles. And their mark is 2-9-1, 1-9-1 in the Hockomock League. So you're up to date. Franklin, the number 5 ranked team in the state of Mass. And we should be later on in the telecast, we'll give you some of the other rankings for the other sports teams in Franklin. But let me give you a hint. Can you say top 10? That's where most of the teams are ranked on the Franklin side of athletics here in the fall campaign. We're underway in the second period. Again, no scoreboard. Doing the best we can to work on the clock and try to pick up the officials, mentioning the time every once in a while. Franklin leads it 7-0. Violation. Crandall was fouled. She'll restart it. We'll check for any new players in the game. And for Franklin with it now is going to be, let's check that player for the Panthers. It's going to be Sawyer Whitmore. This is Whitmore, just eludes her stick. And now over to Sophia Cuneo. Sophia tries to take it in, out to Whitmore. Down deep. And there's a new number in the game. And for the Panthers, Chloe Essam has entered the game. The junior, Chloe Essam, you might remember that name from the tennis team. She's a very good tennis player as well. Cuneo with the restart for the Panthers outside the 25. Sophia Cuneo to the corner. Taken away by Stoughton. Restolen by the Panthers. That was first taken by Nicole Reed. Chased back out by Sawyer Whitmore. Inside the circle it comes. Ball is loose and a foul called. It's going to be a penalty corner against Stoughton yet again. That's going to be number 8 on the penalty corners against the Stoughton Black Knights. And it's back to Sophia Cuneo for inserting them for the Panthers. Just underway in the second period, 7-0, Franklin with the lead. To the top for Raina Crandall. She blasts one, reflected, blasted off, and now put in, and a score by Sawyer Whitmore. Yet another player entering the scoring column for the Panthers, Sawyer Whitmore. That's her first goal of the game. Whitmore, a junior midfielder, and the sun shines out on that play. Long shadows here at Beaver Street Field in Franklin. Stoughton sends one in. That's their deepest ball in of the game, and taken back by the Panthers. Maddie O'Brien. Ball is lost, so Franklin will give it up in their own defensive end, and this is the furthest penetration of the game for the Stoughton Black Knights. A nice backhander. They work it well. Coming through inside the circle, all the way through, and now a foul. This is going to be a penalty corner against Franklin. The first penalty corner against the Panthers. It's now 8-1 on penalty corners. And we'll see what Stoughton can do with it here. their best chance so far today. Devin Barry has not been tested. Ball skips up, taken in, inside the circle. The rebound shot is wide. That was a good look, a very good look for the Stoughton Black Knights. Nicole Reed, the junior forward, had a nice look at it, but sent the ball wide, and the Panthers take over again. Franklin up to midfield. Still with it. Panthers charging. Raina Crandall. She's got 2 first quarter goals. On the left wing. Blocked. Crandall stretches her stick to get it. Centering pass right in front. It hops the stick of Chloe Essam. And the Knights back in control deep in their own end. Poked away and taken back by Sawyer Whitmore. Now the Black Knights have it. Julia Monahan with it. Monahan, a sophomore. Panthers have it. Maddie O'Brien will drop it to the back line. With it there is Natalie Della Porta, who's in the game. Natalie, a junior. Upfield it comes to Chloe Essam. Nice 360 move. Ball carries forward. A foul called on Stoughton. It'll be a restart for the Panthers. And Sawyer Whitmore, the junior, with it. Her low ball for Essam. She gets to it. Inside, front. Raina Crandall, shot was blocked. Crandall going for the hat trick. Had it blocked. And Essam goes off her stick. It'll be Stoughton with the ball. Brian Ferris and Ken Tachi, your officials here today. Brian Ferris works a lot of college games as well. It's always interesting to talk to Brian before a game, as we did. He tries to give me some of the rules, which there are many in field hockey, but I'm learning. Raina Crandall with it on the left wing for Maeve Ralston. Their ball is sent in, a nice block there by Weisenberger. They're going to call a foul and a penalty corner coming up, number 9 in the game. 7 in the first period. This is the second here in the second quarter. And Sophia Cuneo will inbound it for the Franklin High Panthers. Out deep in front of the circle, we see Raina Crandall there. Jossie Camp is there. And Sawyer Whitmore is there. Front to Raina Crandall. She's going to blast one. It's blocked. Chloe Essam gets the rebound. Her centering pass is right in front. Too strong though for Crandall. Now it's controlled and blocked. Another shot is blocked. The backhander there by Addie Weiss is blocked, and a penalty corner coming up yet again. This is number 10 on the Stoughton Black Knights. Only one called against the Panthers. About midway through the second period would be my guess. No scoreboard operating here today at Beaver Street. Weiss in front. Crandall fans on the shot. Now she takes one through low in front. Gets it back. Crandall cards through. The backhander and the score by Raina Crandall. That's a hat trick for Raina Crandall. Raina Crandall with 2 goals in the first period and 1 here in the second. Makes it 9-0. Raina Crandall worked it well and got the backhander off and put it home. Center pass for the Black Knights. Franklin takes it back, and now they lose it. The Stoughton with the ball. About midway through the second period. The last 2 goals by Sawyer and Raina Crandall, there were no assists on those goals. Unassisted, the last 2. We're at 9-0. Stoughton with the ball. Long throw in. And picked up in there by Haley Wernig, the junior. Wernig on the left wing. Out in front. Looked like Brooke Taylor is in the game now. The ball has just eluded her. And it's going to be back to the Stoughton Black Knights. from the sideline and inserting it there. Looks like Megan McGowan. And it comes to Monahan, Julia Monahan. Maeve Ralston steals it for the Panthers. Ralston inside the circle, in front. The blast there. What a nice save by Weisenberger. The rebound comes back to Ella Griffin, and now a foul called. That was a beautiful save by Weisenberger, the junior goalkeeper for Stoughton, and a penalty corner coming up, number 11. 7 in the first period, 4 now here in the second. Inserted out for Lindsay Dennett. She lets it go. Just rolls in front wide.
Right out, Maddie, right up the sideline.
Franklin wins the steal. With it there is Sawyer Whitmore for Griffin. Whitmore gets a stick on it. Now it's controlled by Nicole Reed. Her pass is deflected and taken back by Maeve Ralston. In front, kicked out of there by Weisenberger. The rebound kicked out by Weisenberger with her glove. It's a beautiful save by Weisenberger. She's had to make some incredible adjustments down there. Grace Weisenberger. And finally, the penalty corner is called. Number 12 in the game. 5 here in this second period. Sunshine coming out here in Beaver Street. Out it comes to Emily Carney's back in the game. Nice pass for Ella Griffin. Griffin goes low, in front, spin around. Attempt there by Sawyer Whitmore. Goes past the end line, and it'll be out to the 16 for the Stoughton Black Knights. 9-0. Franklin with the big lead here in the second period. So the scoring has slowed down a bit from 7-0 to 2 more 0 to 0 in the second period as Griffin chasing it through. Ella, and she's fouled on the play. Penalty corner coming up. 7 in the first period, 6 here in the third period for a total of 13. Franklin has committed 1 penalty corner violation. And this is Sophia Cuneo, the senior midfielder. Lindsay Dennett on the left wing. Worked back in, trickles through. It goes off a player, and it's going to be off of Franklin. And it's going to be out to the 16 for the Stoughton High Black Knights. With it there is Megan McGowan. Picked off by Sawyer Whitmore. Her shot is blocked. Whitmore battling for it, wins it back. Her shot is blocked. And now it's saved in there by Jossie Camp. Jossie battling for it, wins the ball. Jossie in front for Dennett. Lindsay still struggling, gets to the ball. The spin around shot is blocked in front, the rebound and the score. And I believe that's by Ella Griffin. Ella Griffin, her teammates really happy for her. Ella Griffin joins the scoring parade. Ella Griffin makes it 10-0. Time winding down in the second period, 10-0. Franklin, the number 5th ranked team in the latest MIAA power rankings. And they're showing you why that ranking is justified. 10-0 here. Blocked by Dennett. The best look Stoughton has had was on a penalty corner. And their shot was just wide. Other than that, all Franklin here today. Stoughton has it blocked. Good play there by Sophia Cuneo to win the ball. And Sophia will send it up the right sideline. It's going to be chased back in there by Stoughton's Pamela Pereira. Now Griffin takes it back. Ella in front, too strong, rolls past the end line. Too strong for Dennett, and it'll be out to the 16 for the Stoughton Black Knights. 10-0, Franklin with the lead here in the first half. Time winding down in period number 2. My guess is about 2 minutes to go. Brooke Taylor loses it. Picked out by Jakayla Edwards. Out to midfield, and Franklin takes it back by Wernig. On the left wing for Taylor. Can Brooke get to it? Yes, she can. She stops it. Brooke, the centering pass in front for Dennett. The shot, the block by Weisenberger. She kicks it out, but not all the way. The rebound in front. Dennett shoots and scores. Lindsay Dennett scores. Franklin kept the pressure on, and Dennett gets her first goal of the game. It's 11-0. Lindsay Dennett. So many different scorers here today. 2 goals scored by Raina Crandall and 2 by Haley Wernig. The other goal scorers, Emily Carney, Addie Weiss, Ella Marzullo, Sawyer Whitmore. Sorry, Crandall has the hat trick. She has 3. And Ella Griffin with 1. Lindsay Dennett with 1. Franklin has it. Time winding down in the second period. 11-0, Franklin with the lead. Maeve Ralston, and there's the double whistle, and the second quarter has come to a close. So we're going to take a break. Franklin rolling here at Beaver Street. 7 goals in the first period, 4 more in the second. They lead it at halftime, 11-0 over Stoughton. We're going to pause for about 7 or 8 minutes and come back and bring you the second half of this game, pitting the Franklin High Panthers and the Stoughton High Black Knights. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for more Franklin High Field Hockey on Franklin TV. Welcome back to Beaver Street Field in Franklin. Pete Royce with you. The Franklin High Panthers against the Stoughton Black Knights. All Franklin so far in the first half. They lead it 11-0 as we get ready to start the third period. No scoreboard here at Beaver Street today, so we'll just anticipate the way that the clock will be set by the officials. We try to get word from them every now and then. And it's going to be Stoughton with the first ball here in the second half. Picked off by the Panthers. And now controlled by Haley Wernig. Wernig out in front. Another player entered the game, Ava Lucenta, the sophomore, with it for Franklin. So Coach Michelle Hess with the luxury of going deep into her bench today. This is Ella Griffin. She's got a goal today. Chased down, but not quite getting there in time is Maddie O'Brien. Franklin 10-0-1 on the season. They won 5, tied, conquered Carlisle, and won their last 5. How about that? Pretty simple. 5 wins, a tie, and 5 wins. 10-0-1. Stoughton has had a difficult season. They came into this game with a mark of 2-9-1, 1-9-1 in the league. They did win a non-league game, a 6-0 shutout, home to Brockton. This is Sophia Cuneo for Franklin. Haley Wernig with it. And Chloe Strassner is now in goal for the Panthers. Out in front for Wernig. She's going to let it go. Kicked out by Weisenberger on a beautiful save. Lucenta now in the game is going to be, let's check that. Don't have that number. It might be Natalie Della Porta. It was Natalie Della Porta, the player I had trouble identifying. She's out there now. So Franklin again going pretty deep into their bench here. And Franklin with a game tomorrow, a makeup game against Canton. That should be a beauty. Franklin and Canton tomorrow afternoon, 3:45, the center pass here at Beaver Street. That's from a rainout from earlier in the season. Ball tipped away, and Stoughton tries to start out from their own zone, and they do get control out near midfield. And they take it beyond, not quite beyond midfield, taken back by the Panthers. This is Haley Wernig. Wernig from Cuneo. Wernig sends it in on the left side. The centering pass is blocked, and the Stoughton Black Knights try to get it going, and a whistle and a foul called on the play. And it's going to be a penalty corner against Stoughton, the first one of the half, but the 14th one of the game against the Black Knights. Franklin has one penalty corner against it. So the Panthers will insert it. To the top it goes. The blast there. And it's too high, I believe. That's not going to count. That was a blast by Chloe Essam. The ball on that first strike has to hit the 12-inch bar, that black bar in the cage, and that was too high, so no goal. It'll be out to the 16 for Stoughton. Any backswing like that on the first player to touch the ball on the penalty corner, it has to hit low. That's a safety reason. They don't want the balls flying in 100 miles an hour high in the air. And this is Essam back for the Panthers. Out to Wernig. To Cuneo. Franklin working its offense. Sophia to Raina Crandall. Crandall with a hat trick here today. Brooke Taylor now too strong for Griffin, but recovered by a Panther on the far side. Chloe Essam. Her centering pass is through. The ball hits a player. It hit a leg. It's going to be a violation against the Panthers. And the ball will go over to the Black Knights. Played about 4 minutes out of the 15 in the third period. Still 11-0. Franklin with the lead. Franklin's outstanding coach is Michelle Hess. Ball comes out and taken by the Panthers. Essam with the backhander for Della Porta. Now taken back by Della Porta. She wins the ball. Her backhander is blocked. Now cleared and swept away by the Black Knights. Whistle and a violation called here. And it's going to be penalty corner coming up against Stoughton. That's going to be number 15. 15-1. That gives you an indication of just how one-sided this game has been. Franklin with 15 chances on the penalty corner, Stoughton with 1. Franklin 11 scores up on the board, Stoughton no score. Devin Barry went the first half. Was not really tested. Here's Chloe Essam. Shot trickles in front. Griffin tries to get a stick on it. She does. And it's going to be off elbow of Franklin. And the ball should be awarded to the Stoughton Black Knights out at the 16-yard line. Now the scoreboard is working. The scoreboard is up and running. Okay. 9:29 to go here in the third. They haven't adjusted the scoring, but they have adjusted the clock. Ball is high, taken by the Knights. And that's off Stoughton, and Franklin and Stoughton will have it deep in their own end. 9 minutes to go here in the third period. Chloe Essam wins the ball. Chasing it down is Maddie O'Brien. She gets to it and keeps it in bounds for Griffin. Ella with the centering pass for Essam, just gets by her, but picked up there by Haley Wernig. And a foul is called. No, the ball rolled up on Essam's elbow. So that's a violation. The ball will go over to the Black Knights. Much more evenly played third period than the first two. Raina Crandall with it. Far side. Driven in there by Addie Weiss. Weiss has a goal here today. For Essam, for Wernig. Left wing. Hops the stick of a player down there. And I believe that was Ava Lucenta. So the ball goes past the end line, and there'll be the Stoughton Black Knights out with it at the 16-yard line. Under 8 to go in the third period, 11-0 Franklin. Stoughton tries to advance it, try to get it to Lauren Price, but Raina Crandall takes it over for the Panthers. Over on the right wing, Addie Weiss. The ball is taken back. Weiss chips away and wins it. Weiss for Griffin. Ella low to the top for Ella for the Chloe Essam. And the ball comes up on her elbow. Turnover, Stoughton with it. Crandall back for the Panthers. That good defense for Franklin. Crandall will drop it back for Sophia Cuneo. Sophia for Haley Wernig. Wernig charging in on the left wing. Nice lead pass for Lucenta. She still couldn't quite get to it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Lucenta, a sophomore defender. And Stoughton will have it back. Stoughton, they get it out to Jakayla Edwards. Pretty good work there by Morgan Groppi. Now with it is Lauren Price. Price inside the circle, swiped away there by the Panthers, and Wernig has it for Franklin. I'm sorry, that was with the ball there was Maeve Ralston. Fanning on the shot is Groppi. This is Morgan Groppi in front. The ball trickles through and just off the side of the net. No, it's going to be a, let's see, was that a, no, that was not a goal. It was out to the side of the net. It comes out to the 16 for the Panthers. We stay at 11-0. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Ralston with a looper. She flicks it, blocked by Stoughton. That was taken by Julie Monahan in front. Ball is cleared out, kept in. Backhander. This is the best that Stoughton has looked here in the game here in the third period. Griffin cannot get it going on the right wing. Kept back in. Franklin tries to get it started, and they do. Some open space. for the Panthers, and now Stoughton gets a hand on it as Dennett was charging upfield. It goes off the knee of Lindsey Dennett, and the ball will be turned over to the Stoughton Black Knights. Emily Carney for Franklin. Stoughton player goes down, but went off her body, so Franklin will control. This is Carney. She'll back it out, and the Panthers will set up their offense. Griffin for Lindsey Dennett, and she'll drop it to Maeve Ralston at midfield for Sophia Cuneo in front of us. Dennett, Warnig, Lucenta over the end line. Ball will go back to Stoughton. Coming up on 4.5 minutes to go here. The scoreboard clock is operative. The scores are not posted though, but we know it. 11-0 Franklin. Brooke Taylor with the steal for the Panthers. Brooke on the left wing. Good dribbling by Taylor. Takes it all the way in. Her shot is blocked by a defender. Ball is still loose. Taylor still has it, and she'll go back out to Cuneo. To the top for Ralston. Cuneo. Left wing, good passing by the Panthers. In front for Dennett. She'll go wide on the right for Warnig. Her ball comes through, blocked. Griffin steals it inside. This will not count if it scores, but now in front for Lucenta. Couldn't get good wood on it. The steal there by Jossie Camp, and the rebound by Lucenta in a violation against the Panthers. The ball will go back to the Stoughton Black Knights with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third period. A scoreless third period after Franklin exploded for 7 goals in the first period, 4 more in the second. Good advance by the Black Knights. Jakayla Edwards. She comes flying through. Rather, that was Morgan Groppi. And taken back by Ella Marzullo. Foul on Marzullo. The Black Knights have it. Good hustle by Lucenta. I'm sorry, Sophia Cuneo. Sophia trying to backhand it. She flips it up. She's got a player out there. This is Ava Lucenta, the sophomore. Ava on the charge on the left wing. Chips it forward in front. Jossie Camp, her backhander in front, the rebound and the score. Jossie Camp with a beautiful assist. And let's see who scored that. I believe it's Emily Carney. But the assist to Jossie Camp, how about that? The first Panther score comes here in the third period late by Emily Carney. Her second goal of the game. And it's 12-0, Franklin. Assist by Jossie Camp. Good for Jossie, getting the assist. Jossie is a freshman. Getting some good playing time here today. 12-0. With it is Sawyer Whitmore for Griffin. Stoughton takes it back and hops the stick of Ella Griffin, goes out of bounds. And it's going to be awarded to Stoughton. Officials again, Brian Ferris and Ken Tochi. Ken Tochi made the call. Under 2 minutes to go in the third, 12-0 Franklin. Ball to the back line. Franklin tries to clear it. They cannot. And Stoughton keeps it in. Stoughton looking for some offense. Taken back by Maeve Ralston. Maeve, double team. And coming through with Sophia Cuneo to stop the play, but this is Morgan Groppi inside the circle, cleared out partially by Ella Marzullo, kept back in, ball out of bounds. So let's see who they're going to award it to here. With under a minute to go in the third period, it's 12-0 Franklin. Ryan Ferris is going to give the ball to Stoughton. They'll bring it out beyond the 25. And with the ball there is going to be Megan McGowan. McGowan, the junior, partially fans on it there. That was actually taken by, McGowan. Franklin with the steal. Under a half a minute to go in the third. Brooke Taylor in front of us. Her pass on the left wing for Ava Lucenta. Ava cuts it in. Her pass in front, blocked. Stoughton, though, cannot clear it. It goes over to Lindsay Dennett. Her pass for Griffin. Ella, she's going to shoot the ball lower. Rebound in front. Another rebound, the shot, and a obstruction call, but to no avail. I think the ball finally went in, but after the sound of the horn, and Franklin here has opened up a 12-0 lead with one goal in the third period. So the goals have slowed down. 7 in the first period, 4 in the second period, 1 in the third period. We go to our final 15 minutes of play. Franklin 10-0-1 on the season, yet to taste defeat. And the Stoughton Black Knights come to town with a record of 2-9-1. So a tough year for the Stoughton Black Knights. Franklin still undefeated in the Hawk. Perfect 9-0 for Franklin. Seem to say that every year, don't we, on Hockomock League play. For the Franklin High Panthers, coached by Michelle Hess. And for Stoughton, coached by Caitlin Jamil. Been a long season. Caitlin in her second year of varsity coaching. So Franklin, looking at their schedule, they will have Canton tomorrow. Then on Monday, a big game against their rivals, the King Philip Warriors. KP comes to town. And Franklin on the 18th goes home again. I'm sorry, they go to Taunton on the 18th. And on the 20th, they're back home and they play North Attleboro. They finish the regular season at Attleboro on October 23rd and at Milford. So 2 away games, the Milford game October 25th. And then playoff time. So Franklin doing well here so far today. We mentioned we'd highlight some of the other rankings for Franklin. Football is now number 11 in the state, and girls soccer is number 10. Boys soccer is number 8, and volleyball is number 7. So how about that? 3 top 10 teams for Franklin. Field hockey, boys soccer, girls soccer, and volleyball, and football right behind at a number 11 ranking in the latest MIAA Power Rankings out just a couple of days ago. So here we go, the fourth and final period. Franklin 12, Stoughton no score. Charging through, but Essam blocks it for the Panthers. Some new players in there, will identify them as we go along here. This is Ava Lucenta, and she had the pass up from Maddie O'Brien. Lucenta in the corner. Tries to swing it with her backhand. And is taken back out, but kept in by the Panthers. Good play there by Haley Wernig. She sent it way to the back line. Chloe Essam for the Panthers. Della Porta now on the right wing. Franklin tries to keep it in bounds for Addie Weiss. Long shadows on the Beaver Street field here. Chloe Essam. Sophia Cuneo, the veteran player, out in front for Maddie O'Brien. Can she get to it? Yes, she can. Nice play by O'Brien. Her ball is centered up for Wernig. She charges inside the scoring circle, gets off the backhander, the rebound and the score. The score there in front, I believe it was Ava Lucenta. It's Ava Lucenta, greeted by Haley Wernig. Ava with the goal. Ava Lucenta, a sophomore, makes it 13-0. And the clock is running here with 13:20 to go in the game. Lucenta joins the scoring parade. Ava Lucenta. Stolen by Wernig. Ava, and a heavy contact there. A foul called against Stoughton. Cuneo with the restart for the Panthers. She'll send it to the top for Chloe Essam, the tennis star. Essam on the right wing for Crandall. She's got the hat trick here today. Reyna through traffic, in front. Centering pass, the shot there, just wide on a good look by Jossie Camp. Camp with an assist, almost with a goal as well. The ball will go out to the 16 for Stoughton. And they fan on it, turned away by Weiss, and her ball goes past the end line. I'm sorry, by Jossie Camp. Stoughton back with it. Franklin, though, makes it hard for Stoughton to clear, and it was Jossie Camp to win the ball for the Panthers. Out deep, it comes out to Natalie Della Porta, this junior, back to Essam. She'll drop it for Sophia Cuneo. Left wing for Maddie O'Brien. O'Brien charging through. Right in front for Camp. Her shot is blocked. Good pass there, and Camp had a good look at it, couldn't finish it off, and the ball will go back to Stoughton now with about 11 and a half minutes to go in the game. Camp steals it for Franklin. Knights controlling it. Haley Wernick for the Panthers. And the Panthers will set up at midfield and charge in. Cuneo. Back for Essam. Back for Cuneo. Chips it forward. Gets it on the stick there of Haley Wernick and back out to Chloe Essam. Franklin trying to get something structured going here. Charging through with it is Reyna Crandall, looking for her 4th goal of the game. Franklin just passing it. Everybody getting a touch. It comes all the way back to Ella Marzullo. Ella, a freshman. Cuneo. Cuneo, the senior. In front, just too strong for Maddie O'Brien, and she can't get to it. It goes out of bounds on the near sideline. Cuneo, Maddie O'Brien, a junior. Cuneo, a senior. Under 10 and a half to go. Franklin, 13-0. And back to Essam with a nice lunge to save it for the Panthers. Over to Reyna Crandall. Wernick works it through, will drop it back for Cuneo. Franklin looking for their best opportunities, in no hurry with the big lead. And this is Ella Marzullo to Chloe Essam. We're under 10 minutes to go in the game. Franklin 13, no score for Stoughton, the Black Knights. Cuneo for Wernick. She charges through, keeps it in bounds on a nice move, a pull-up, and the centering pass there. Getting to it was Maddie O'Brien. This is O'Brien charging through. O'Brien for Jossie Camp. Her shot is kicked out by Weisenberger. O'Brien blocked again, and this is going to be a foul called, I believe, on Franklin. And the ball will come to the near sideline. And the ball will be awarded to the Panthers. We're under 9 to go. Sophia Cuneo with it. And she'll center it up for Wernick. Wernick, 4 Stoughton players around her. Drop it for Reyna Crandall now. 8:30 to go in the game. Stoughton in front, a foul called against Franklin, and the Stoughton Black Knights will restart it. Out near midfield, not a lot of opportunities for the Stoughton Knights. They had one penalty corner. The best look of the first half came early in the second period, and that's been it. Cuneo, oh, that could have been intercepted, and having a lot of space would have been Lauren Price. Price would have had open field to the right, under 8 to go. Throw in coming by Alyssa Antonino. Alyssa goes low, blocked by Lucenta, and taken up by Morgan Grappi. Grappi, her ball is batted out of there by Ella Marzullo, the freshman. 7 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Ball weight goes way out of bounds and chased down in there by Antonino. And Alyssa will insert it. Chip forward. Franklin's back line is right on it. Chloe Essam there. And Essam controls. Picks her space, but gets onto the stick of Monahan, kept in by the Stoughton Black Knights. Franklin now is going to send it wide. It'll be Stoughton with the ball with 7 minutes to go in the game. Franklin leads it 13-0. 7-0 after 1, 11-0 at halftime, 12-0 after 3, and 13-0 here midway through the fourth and final period. Alyssa Antonino gets it through. Stolen, picked up by Wernig. Wernig, Franklin with some space. Haley onto the stick there of a Panther. That was Whitmore, Sawyer Whitmore. Drop back for Franklin. Whistle, stops play as Crandall try to get to it. The ball will go to the Black Knights. Franklin wins it back. This is Emily Carney. Now Raina Crandall. Off Stoughton, Panthers will have it. And they'll go way back to the midfield stripe for Chloe Essam with 6 minutes to go in the game. In front, Maddie O'Brien chasing it down, getting to it is Sawyer Whitmore. No, Whitmore cannot get to it. It hits the end line. Sawyer Whitmore, the junior. Stoughton will have it at their 16. Blocked. Can be kept in by the Panthers. Maeve Ralston. Maeve keeps it low to the top for Chloe Essam. Ella Griffin, she's got a goal here today. Known for her defense, but she's in the scoring column. Griffin sends one through. In front, it's blocked on the shot by Emily Carney. Gets her own rebound back. Backhander comes through, and a foul called against Franklin. It'll be Stoughton with the ball. The lights are coming on here at Franklin. Under 5 to go in the game. The steal by Brooke Taylor. Emily Carney. Backhander comes all the way through inside the scoring. The shot there is pass actually. Now the rebound shot, and not getting good wood on it that time was Lindsay Dennett. And the ball will go back to Stoughton. But some good passing by the Panthers. And here are the Black Knights with it. And they cross the midfield stripe, taken back by Ralston. And a foul called against Stoughton. Maeve Ralston wins the ball for Franklin. To Essam with under 4.5 to go in the game. 13-0, Panthers. Ella Griffin. Dennett. Centering pass comes through. A little bit wide on the shot there by Whitmore, Sawyer Whitmore, the junior. And the ball will come out. Franklin will have a fresh start out beyond the 25 to Brooke Taylor. Essam. Ella Griffin. She goes low, connects at the top. It's Maddie O'Brien. Her shot is blocked. O'Brien tries to get it back, a foul call. The ball will be back to Stoughton. 3:25 to go. Stoughton will retain it on the restart. And another foul against Franklin. Stoughton will still have it. Looking for their first goal of the game. Nice tip away, but they call a foul on Essam. Stoughton will have the ball. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go. They'll tee it up deep. Megan McGowan. She fans on it. Takes it up now herself. Stolen by Panthers. Out in front for Dennett. Can she get to it? Yes, she can. Lindsay Dennett charges through. Lindsay inside the scoring circle. Comes through. Her shot kicked out by Weisenberger. Weisenberger has made that patented save a couple of times. Grace Weisenberger, the junior goalkeeper for Stoughton. And a whistle stops play. And they're going to call a penalty corner. Number 16 in the game against the Black Knights. Franklin has only committed one. 2:15 to go in the game. So glad you're with us, fans, for this big, big victory coming up here as Carney takes it inside. Her blast is a goal. Emily Carney, she just wound up and unleashed it. Carney gets another goal. Makes it 14-0 for Emily. That's her second goal of the game. So Emily Carney with 2 goals here today. Carney got the 4th goal and the 14th goal. Julia Monahan for Stoughton, foul called against Franklin. And 1:30 left in the game. Out in front is Lauren Price. The ball is going to be a foul on Ralston. This is going to be a penalty corner. Coming up, the second one of the game against Franklin, the first of this half. 1:12 to go. We'll see if the Black Knights can take advantage of it. A rare penalty corner opportunity. And now, 1 minute remains in the game. Franklin packing the goal line next to Strassner. It comes out deep. Ball is sent inside the circle. Good look here. A save, the rebound. And it's going to be a ball out to the Franklin defenders. Really did the job inside, helping out Chloe Strassner. And Franklin survives the penalty corner, trying to maintain their shutout. This is Whitmore. Back to Sawyer Whitmore. Whistle stops play, a violation against the Panthers with 20 seconds to go. On the right wing comes Lauren Price. Price is fouled on the play. Price will have it with 8 seconds to go. Teeing it up is Megan McGowan. Inside, Franklin wants the shutout. They're going to get the shutout. Combined shutout by Devin Barry and Chloe Strassner. Franklin wins it 14-0. They go to 11-0-1 on the season. Their 6th straight win, the 1 tie in the middle, and 5 wins to start the season. For Stoughton, they drop to 2 wins on the season, 10 losses, and 1 tie. That's going to do it. Our goal scorers in the first period: Raina Crandall, Haley Wernig, Raina Crandall, Emily Carney, Addie Weiss, Ella Marzullo, and Haley Wernig. In the second period, Sawyer Whitmore, Raina Crandall, Ella Griffin, Lindsay Dennett. Third period, Emily Carney. Fourth period, Ava Lucenta. That's going to do it. I'd like to thank you, fans, for tuning in. Remember, the next game for Franklin, a big one, tomorrow, Friday, October 13th, here at Beaver Street against Canton High School. I'd like to thank our producer and our director here today, Scott Tooker. Also, technical assistance provided by Chris Leverone. This is Pete Roy saying so long from Beaver Street in Franklin. The final score for the final time today, Franklin 14, the Stoughton Black Knights no score. Till next time, so long, neighbors.